let's start with Goldman Sachs, see where we are. The banks have relatively held up better than, because we at least have two. I mean, utilities and banks, but now, like, since I'm looking and where we are, and we're still not that shabby. I mean, Goldman Sachs, yes, it's Goldman seen better days as we're at the October, the December lows, getting close to it. We're at the line that we just drew ourselves. The market's still tanking. Man, it's really difficult to really say that we'll drop another 15 points, because that'll be six, like what, basically 8%, 10% in 2 days. So just to let it happen, the 371 is in the air. If we can hold this, though, then I'm saying that we're going to go higher, and we'll try to retest our Thursday highs. But anything, if our line in the sand right now is right here. It is the December lows. If we break the December lows, then be very careful. We could shoot all the way down to 362 or 361. However, again, I will say that the market could reverse, since everyone and their mama is going to sell right now, especially on the open. So we could reverse extremely fast, and lo and behold, we might have a positive day. I'll be asleep. I won't know, since I'm 12 hours ahead of you guys. So I'll have to look and see tomorrow. FAS, again, like, it's looking nasty, absolutely horrendous. But as long as we can kind of really stay above the early December lows, then I'm still pretty bullish on the financial sector. What the tapering is going to come, interest rates are going to rise a little bit, which is bullish for banks. So just keep that in mind. FAS, again, yeah, we had 8-point drop, 6% drop, which, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's what Goldman Sachs was down almost 4%, so this would make sense that this would be down as such. Again, if we can hold our 118, then I'm still bullish. Now, if we drop past that 118, really, that's still that takes us all the way really back down to the 10. But September lows are 106. I don't see 106, but the way that the market is accelerating to the downside, every time I go somewhere and come back to finish the videos, it's down by 20 more points. So the 106 is still in the air. BlackRock is holding up relatively well, which is really surprising, because I would have thought, because Goldman Sachs tanked 3%, and BlackRock's not even down 1%, and it bounced hard off of what, 904 to 913, so basically a 9-point bounce. Again, kind of the same. If we can hold the 80-90, then I'm still bullish. It's when we start losing that number, that's when we need to start being concerned. But as far as this, we're still just in a nasty range. It's kind of hard to tell what the market's going to do for the day again. But as long as we can maintain where we are right here, then I am still a buyer. Like, the banking sector is one of the sectors I'm still relatively bullish, right? I'm not going to say all the way bullish. I can say relatively bullish, though, just because it's taken us quite some time to break out to our 973 high, which was on the 11th, or like the 11th or the 12th of 11, so November 12th. Opposed to December. So a whole month we've been struggling. CME, we were looking, I mean, pretty massively good last week. I still don't see anything wrong with CME. The more people that trade, the more trading, the more products they're offering, the more money they make, and on the downside, people are still trading, right? We looked at this one dividend. We have another special dividend coming out. Again, if we can maintain I'd even give it a little bit more room with this back, instead of the 220. If we can hold the 215, and get back to around there, I would be a buyer at the 215 area. I wouldn't go all like balls to the wall, but I would start picking up some shares around 215. Northern Trust. Northern Trust is I mean, it's ugly, right? And I would have liked for us at least to close this gap of 123, but obviously we didn't. But we're having like a lot of bottoming tails. I like the way this is looking, right? And we closed above the 127. Again, it's kind of a same message we've been hearing for the last 35 stocks. If we can maintain the 12-1 low, like the early December low, then it just seems like this was more of a scheduled flush to get everybody out before they rip higher, right? Because this could be getting out a lot of people. Bank of America, 42 maybe, because I mean, where's 12-1? 12-1, we're already below it. But we didn't really go much above or anywhere around. We've mostly just been hovering and being below it. So Thursday was a pop, great, but we're still pretty much hovering around this 127. So if we can maintain this 127, or even if we go to the 43.21, then I'm still bullish. When was this low? This was the 1013 low, was all the way down here at the 42. Do I see it could happen? Yes, I do, especially if we have a bad day like what I'm already expecting. We're down 2% anyways, so just keep yourself safe, and maybe either if you're gonna be in the market, make sure you're low in the market, not heavy. Chuck is by far the strongest that I've seen. I screwed myself of being in the middle of the night. So that's quite frustrating, but we're still pretty momentum strong, or rather the momentum's pretty strong on Charles Schwab. Again, if we can maintain our 12-1 number, then I'm still bullish, but we're quite far away from it. We're 6 points above, and we're pushing the all-time high. So if anything, Chuck looks pretty good. Blackstone, disappointed, man. They were just in October. Well, basically, December has been the second half of November and December has literally been nasty for Blackstone. For the future, do I see anything wrong? No, not at all. I still believe in what they're doing, and interest rates are going to get higher. Loans are going to get more expensive. They're going to be making more money. They bounced perfectly up to 50%. Yeah, they're down 66 cents, but they're down with a green handle or a green candle. We're really interesting to see what happens today. Do we break the 119 and go to the 116 or not? Let's see where we were. So we broke it first in October. So if we can hold, then great. But if we can't hold, then I'm looking for us to probably beat at the 116 area. But the second the market turns around, I would be a buyer of Blackstone immediately. KKR. December lows. We are past the December. We're at the December lows. So I'd be very careful with this stock. The last time we're looking at 1020 is the last time we were at this area. Did we bounce, and did we bounce hard? Yes. We basically bounced 2 points to end, only up about 50 cents. But I mean, it was just Thursday that knocked this out. So we have to see this upcoming week. They're kind of the same with BlackRock and Blackstone. I don't see any fundamentally terribleness in the stock. I see that just the banking sector in general just kind of got flushed with the market being flushed and Goldman Sachs getting flushed the most is because everyone hates Goldman Sachs. So they like, if people want to go against something, go against Goldman. So yeah, because I don't see, there's nothing else really in these banking sections where it's really showing me like the whole world's about to end. It's really just Goldman Sachs had a nasty day, and then FAS, but that's kind of obvious. Like BlackRock, again, if this was a real true selling, then what we said it 2 weeks ago, 897 would be target. So as long as we're above 897, I'm still bullish on BlackRock. Kind of the same with what we've been discussing with the rest of the banks. What happened? There we go. Price, TROW price. It's difficult for me to really want to get behind TROW at the moment because we do have a lot of red above us. But again, TROW price is one of those stocks I do play with and I do like. I wouldn't put it on any list at the moment, but this TROW price is the one I would want to do. I know that if the market's about to open absolutely terrible, so if we can maintain this 185.33, then I'm a buyer.